Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday. First and foremost, I hope each and every one of you are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff because life is too short as is. Hopefully you're binge watching some great series or seeing some great movies. Hopefully I'm recommending some good stuff for you guys to check out. I know I try to do my best for you guys each and every day. Some days I know I fall flat and I apologize for that. Now let's see, what else do I need to say? Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, look in the description box for more information on the day's film, such as the starring cast, your director, the runtime of the cut I am watching, brief synopsis, any trivia if there is anything that I feel is worthwhile mentioning, and also a link for either a trailer or a scene for the film of the day. Today's is actually a trailer, so do check it out. This one is a freaking bloodbath. This is one that it goes. I'm noticing more people like it than dislike it, but it is definitely one of those. It is not for everyone because it is very, very, very mean spirited and very violent, to put it to put it lightly, I guess. Needless to say. Now this one came back out in 2016. This cut's running at an hour and 24 minutes. This is one of those I imagine probably suffers from some cuts along the way, at least around the world, because there's things in this that can't be unseen, and they do a very good job making they made this a very cringe-worthy film, in my opinion. Let's see. This stars Jenna Kanell, not Kanelli. Jenna Kanell. She plays your first main lead, your first heroine that you have. Then you got Samantha Scaffidi, who plays her sister. She ends up becoming your next lead after about the 3/4 mark. Things really start to change. Then you got Catherine Corcoran playing Jenna Kanell's not sister but friend. They are both out on a night on the town, and they have run into a guy named Art the Clown, played by none other than David Howard Thornton, and this is none other than Terrifier. Yes. There's the beast, the man, the myth, the legend, Art the Clown, right there. I love this saying up here. Makes Pennywise look like Krusty. I don't know about that. Pennywise is still pretty damn cool in my opinion. Although Pennywise is I wouldn't really call him a clown. He is a shapeshifter type, or shape-shifting type thing. It shape shifts to whatever it is that you are scared of at the time. It feeds off of your fear. If you have not seen it, you really should. The miniseries and the remake movies were actually not too bad. They were just a little too long, in my opinion. But other than that, I thought they did a pretty decent job with them. I do own both of them, if that means anything. Now, this release came out from Bloody Disgusting. This is a Blu-ray DVD standard issue pressed on both of those. It does have some reversible artwork right there, which I do really, really like that artwork. It is very eye-catching, but I am sticking with this other one because that's what I know it most as, is this one right here. Now, as far as special features goes on here, we got director's commentary with Damien and Leone. We got there's a whole time-lapse makeup application for Art the Clown with David Howard Thornton's character. David Howard Thornton getting the Art the Clown makeup put on. There's a two making of featurettes, I believe, that were on there, and then there's a red band, green band trailer, and then other trailers from Bloody Disgusting as well. So it does have a little bit of stuff added to it for as far as special features go. So do check it out for some of the special features as well, guys. If you are a fan of the behind the scenes stuff. just watching the makeup alone is pretty cool. It's done through time lapse, so it's sped up, so you don't have to sit there and watch it slowly put on. Because let's face it, folks. To do practical makeup effects, it takes a really long time, and it takes a lot of patience to have and a good eye to make a real effect pull off. And they did a great job with this one. I'm not gonna lie. And to watch, like, back to the time lapse, to watch them put it on it is kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The guy that plays Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton. I keep having to look down. David Howard Thornton. But David Howard Thornton's character is a one that has done stuff with mime work in the past, so playing this role was perfect for him, because Art the Clown does not say a single word. He does not make any sounds whatsoever, even when he is being hit or stabbed or shot. Whatever it is that is being done to him, he makes zero noise, zero sound. The guy is a mute. Very, very terrifying in ways, because usually we're used to the killer telling us, at least talking shit while they're killing us, as in like, oh, you're nothing but a puny piece of trash that I got to this easily, and I got all your friends, blah blah blah. Or there's the classic talk trash, like oh, I got you now, bitch, like Freddy Krueger style, like that hokey, let's talk shit in that direction type of film. Doesn't do any of that, which is it's nice and refreshing, because that gets kind of old after a while. I'm not gonna lie. Not every killer has to be that charismatic in that sense. There are plenty of other voiceless killers that have come along that have done just as good without saying a single word. Jason Voorhees is a great one. The killer in what is it? Night School, I believe it is. Not Night School. Dog nabbit, I can't remember it right now. But it's happened before where we have a nameless killer, or not a nameless killer, a voiceless killer, which I kind of like that idea at times, because you don't know exactly how crazy that person really is. What's going on through their brain. Now, what is this about? Now, there is not really a big plot to this one at all. It is a standard film. It is very mean-spirited. It starts off with this girl being interviewed at the very, very beginning, and her face has been completely ripped off, and it is nothing but a scarred, tissued mess. Very gnarly looking. If you've seen, what is it, All Hallows Eve, this is the feature film that has to do with that character that was on All Hallows Eve, because that's where Art the Clown got his start. Which All Hallows Eve I did review like months and months ago, but it is a very good one, both part 1 and part 2, although part 2 he is not in it, but in part 1 he is in it quite often. So it's a anthology, which means there's multiple stories all done in one. So it doesn't have one true narrative. It just goes around and around on it. Now, back to what this one is. Like I said, you start off with this girl whose face has been gnawed off, pretty gnarly. You then fast forward to these two young beautiful girls, played by Jenna Kanell and Catherine Corcoran. They are out on the town. It's Halloween, and they are dressed up and they are having a good time. They decide on the way home they're going to stop off at this pizza joint and get a little food to eat and kind of chillax just a pinch before you have to go home. While they're in there, our good old friend Art the Clown decides he's going to follow them in. He proceeds to sit across from them and stare at our Jenna Kanell character throughout the night, and at one point she looks over and he just smiles like this, and then he does he does stuff like that. Oh, it's hilarious. And he does the classic, Oh, it's great watching this creepy clown do it. So, check it out if you guys have it. If you haven't checked this out, definitely do. If you have seen it, watch it again. It's awesome. But they're out on the town. They get stopped by Art the Clown in this pizza joint. Art is quickly dispatched out of the pizza joint because he goes and destroys the bathroom. You don't find out it right away exactly what he did, but shortly thereafter you find out there's like feces all over the place. He wrote his name in feces on the wall and things like that, and just nasty, nasty stuff. The guy's gross. But he gets kicked out. The girls go out after things have calmed down. The girls finally leave. They go to the car and they find that one of the tires has been completely slashed. Da 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 da. I wonder who did it. They are sitting in the car waiting for Jenna Kanell's sister, Samantha Scaffidi, to come pick them up. In the meanwhile, she has to go use the bathroom. She goes across to this like abandoned building that somebody is in there working and fumigating it, and is able to talk him into coming in to be able to use the can. Fast forward that Art has now found out that they're separated. He then kidnaps her blonde friend, Corcoran. Kurokawa. What the hell, Matt? Catherine Corcoran. He kidnaps her. You find her later, and there's this very magical scene where she is tied up, chained upside down, with her hands tied behind her back, and she has to split. It is one crazy special effect. I really like it. It was something I've seen stuff similar to it, but not quite done to the degree that this one is done. It was really cool. And so the rest of the night is this girl, the Jenna Kanell character, trying to stay away from Art the Clown, who all the while it's basically a giant game of hide and go seek, and he is winning every round that you're playing. There's another lady that happens to be in there that he flays her, he cuts all of her flesh off and wears it like a mask bodysuit type thing. And the first time I saw it and saw that scene, I was just like, what in the fuck did I just see? Because he had breasts and everything. At first I was just like, what? And then when you realize what's going on, oh, that's all the flesh he cut off of that other woman, and he's got it draped on himself, and he's wearing her hair like a wig, and he's not a nice character, not a nice fella. Now, as far as any kind of other things I want to talk about as far as the story goes, no, there's not really a lot that I can say that will add or take away from it, because there is no story really to this. It's just a giant game of hide and go seek. A very brutal game of it. And it definitely will stick with you. Well, as far as any kind of ratings go on an entertainment side, this thing stays nice, and the momentum is very nice. It stays in your face throughout the whole movie. It does not once take its foot off your throat. It definitely goes for it, and it continues to. And while it's going to got its foot on your throat, it is thrashing around on it as well. That's how evil and violent and mean-spirited Art the Clown is. It's just wowzers. But we got some cool camera angles from it. We got some great special effects. The acting is pretty good. Nothing that's gonna win you an Oscar or anything like that. But it worked perfectly for what they were intending to go for. So that works perfectly on that end. The music is fun. There's a magical scene, as a matter of fact, where Art the Clown runs over one victim with a truck, and he is listening to like this crazy like beatnik jazz music, and he's just just getting along with the tunes. Oh, it is just absolutely hilarious. If you haven't checked this out, I'm going to say it again. Check it out. As far as the technical side goes, this thing's a 4 out of 5. Entertainment side goes, this thing's a 4 out of 5. This is an 8 out of 10 kind of movie. This is one I watch quite often. I've seen it probably 6 or 7 times at this point. I could talk about it much longer if you guys would like. I'm just choosing not to because I want you guys to check it out if you have not. Now, last I checked, this was running on the Netflix streaming service. I don't know if it is anymore, but that's where I got my first taste of it, and I had to run out and buy a Blu-ray of it because I could not get enough of it. I watched it 2 or 3 times on Netflix before I bought it. Alright, guys, I love your faces. I'll be back with you tomorrow with a great slasher from the 80s. One that I have always enjoyed. It's stuck with me throughout the years, and one that I hope that my love for it will spread off to you guys as well. Peace as always.